Hello guys, this is Astropark and welcome to another episode of my weekly market review sponsored by pionex. I highly suggest you to trade on pionex for a series of reasons. The first of all is that it's a highly secured centralized exchange where you can easily trade both on a mobile or a web application. You can also claim up more than 2k USD dollars in rewards by signing with my invite link, and also I share you access to my scalping channel where I share a few setups every week and all of my indicators that you can find by yourself in the comments of this video. So let's go directly to the chart. As always, I want to express the gratitude to the people who like and subscribe to the channel. They will help me grow and give you better content every week or every day, maybe in near future. And let's go straight to the charts, but expressing also the fact that nothing is a financial advice. This is just my point of view, and this is what I'm doing for myself. So always manage your risk accordingly to your appetite. Okay. So the previous weeks, I guess I gave you quite highly detailed market analysis. We were talking about this level of 58k to be support and suggested 54k as the first Fibonacci extension level where we could have bounced, and there we go. So 2 weeks ago we had this bounce. Okay, and we were talking always about this 50 RSI level as interesting bounce zone, and we are there. Okay, now price hits a supply. Okay, in my PEPE, I was telling yesterday night about shorting, scalping short the Sunday pump, which is a usual setup I take, and we are currently, of course, in profit. And what else we can say? So maybe still a little bit of range bound can happen here. Okay, I always express facts. I always show you facts, right? So it's a fact that we have a monthly bearish, double monthly bearish divergence on this chart. Okay, and if you check last 1, 2, 3, 4 months, basically Bitcoin has been range bound. Okay, just killing stops, especially below. Still didn't kill the stops above the recent all-time high of 73k. So I expect this to happen also. Okay, so trigger these stops above here, but when it will happen, of course, it's not clear. I mean, nobody has a magic ball that predict the futures, but we are here as traders, and as traders we are interested in watching the market, giving our sentiment about it, giving our perception, and trade the perception. Sorry. Okay, so what I can say also that this trend, this bullish trend, if we try to draw a trend line, taking the recent low, so we can see that we were in a, a moment of risk here, but price managed it. Okay, so it's quite important from this point of view to break this kind of highs. Okay. So this kind of highs it would be great for bulls if they can try to break above here. Okay, though that's of course very important. Okay, but we were expecting this drawdown here. Okay, all good. Let's go to Ethereum Bitcoin. So Ethereum Bitcoin, we know that tomorrow the Ethereum ETF should be live. So and Ethereum BTC it's at support. So something is expected here. Okay, volatility is expected. So the if this market is not complete scam, this should go up. Okay, but of course take it with a bit of salt always, because you know and you know it's a crypto market, and really literally everything can happen, right? So always take care of your risk. Don't not get liquidated. Be sure to stay in the market, okay? Because this market is gonna reward you. Just have patience. Be patient, okay? Okay, so I expect upwards movement from here, following the ETF news. Ethereum didn't manage to break this purple range, okay, which was a recent range high. Still, we have weekly ETH bullish divergence, but this ETF news may give a reason to move upwards. Okay, price it's basically in the range between 1,300 and 4K. So a retest of 4K could be like the third that can bring price even towards 5K. Okay, but let's see. That depends on how market will behave. Okay, currently, what I can see is that market just stopped at our resistance zone. Okay. Doge, as stated last week, was bouncing on support and a strong green candle. The same with the BNB, which is again inside the range, and it's a no trade zone for me, as I told you long before. Solana had a strong recovery, but guess what? Exactly stopped at supply. Okay, and so again here retracement is expected. Solana with Ethereum bounced on a demand zone. We highlighted a few weeks ago this weekly ETH bullish divergence while price was a demand zone, and indeed Solana compared to Ethereum bounced nicely, and it's again near the range high. Okay, if we may like to consider a better range, this can be the range. Okay, taking consideration only the recent one, this could be like the supply zone. Okay, so basically stop at that supply. Okay, so honestly, what I see here is probably a pennant will be constructed here, because you don't see here higher high, lower high and lower low. You see higher high, higher low and lower high. Okay, so probably a pennant is gonna build here, and let's see. Bitcoin dominance. This is like the chart that does not wanna die. Okay, we as crypto enthusiasts, we are all waiting for this to like die and have our fully we are really all every one of us want the hot season, right? And still we are not having it, besides having this bearish divergence, but price doesn't want not die. Okay, so let's remove all these handy lines which are not anymore useful, I would say. Okay, so yeah, we are waiting for price to drop. Okay, drop at this level. Basically, the reasoning that we can have here is that if this range was support here, you see this was support here, we expecting now to be resistance. Okay, so once we lost this level, this can be a sign for alt season, but we will know also via the Ethereum vs Bitcoin chart. Okay, this is Ethereum market dominance. Ethereum still weak, let's say, and we know this also because, okay, so this is the trend line, this is the scam, the deviation, and we see not like it's not strong. Okay, Ethereum is still not strong. Ethereum BTC indeed is not at the point where we want it. So let's see what happens here. What I can also highlight here, that this is a weekly fresh demand. It is a weekly fresh demand, and price is currently sitting here. It's already 3 weeks, even 4 maybe, that price is not breaking here. So this is kinda promising. Okay, let's see. Also, let's, if we wanna go a little bit in more details, this was also a demand and we bounced it. This was also a small but still relevant demand and price bounced. Okay, at least at the first, then at the retest was not enough to bounce, but yeah, you get the reasoning. Okay, so the Ethereum ETF can bring a lot, but let's see. USDT. Okay, so this is what I was expecting a few weeks ago. So Ethereum, the stablecoin dominance reached the supply and came back to support. Okay, so previous resistance, which is now support, and it's creating here a series of higher lows. Okay, so this is bullish. This is bullish for USDT dominance, bearish for crypto in general. We can watch here a pendant, so probably we are gonna have a retracement. You know, sell the news. The Ethereum ETF can be pretty easily a sell the news event. Okay, so watch out. Others, so others is still doing kinda nothing. Indeed, the most important crypto that moved in recently is just Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. These were the crypto that moved much more. Also, what was a Ripple, DOGE. Okay, the ones that moved more were this. Except Solana yesterday having like a green dildo. Okay, but nothing else. It's really moving that much. Okay, that's why the others dominance is still down. Okay, so this is also a sign of no alt season basically. Okay, total market cap. Well, this is basically the Bitcoin chart that we saw. We need to break this, make a proper high here. Okay, this is basically Ethereum chart. Okay, so everyone is expecting here the best. Okay, we had the bounce at 50% retracement, so let's hope for a range high to be touched soon. Well, this is always the same chart. And yes, so we are waiting for this capping and handle, probably a more consolidation here. Because why it's important a consolidation here? So price Yeah, of course, a V-shaped recovery is the nicest. Okay, it's the nicest movement. Okay, you can see here this V-shape. Okay, recovery. At least this can be the V. Okay, so this is like a breaker block as a demand zone. Price bounced, reached range high, and then moving even farther. Okay, so it's nice. But you can see when the price stops dropping hard, okay, you see this first higher low, right, and you see price then making high. You see the three white soldiers and price reaching the range high, right? And this can be the same, of course, a little bit of consolidation and then the hard move. Okay, so this will give time also to purchase your bags. Okay, this is not bad if you think from this point of view. Okay, so a few charts that we were watching last week. Caspa was a long story. Arc block probably is gonna do something interesting here. It has dropped hard, and it's at the 50 RSI level, so good zone to bounce. Uni still there, waiting for a reason to bounce. PEPE bounced really hard. That's very nice. Phil is joking with our failings, let's say. Okay. Phil, the interesting point is that it's bouncing. Yeah, basically a retest of the low trend line. Okay, and we want to see only up from here, of course. There is no more hidden bullish divergence, of course. Okay. What we want to see is a hard movement from here. Okay, the bull point here was that once price, where is going? Oh, sorry. So let's go back to Phil. So the point here was this: the price target this stops. Okay, target this stops and move it hard. Okay, move it hard to the range low. Okay, so we now can expect a movement towards range high again. Okay, so comp is still consolidating, not much to say. 50 bouncing on the demand, I liked it. Ton is consolidating at range high, and it's interesting to say that it's creating a hidden bullish divergence, because you can see price making higher lows and RSI lower lows. Okay, near bounced on the region and trying here a V-shaped recovery. Of course, the feelings is this. You have this series of highs, this trend line that must be broken. Okay. Compared to the analysis I was doing before with the Bitcoin, the problem, you can see here that this trend was broken. Okay, this trend was broken here. It's fine that price kind of bouncing on the demand, so bouncing maybe on the 33%. Okay, a bounce usually on 33%, 38% is a very bullish bounce. Okay. But we must keep momentum. Okay, so not a very large consolidation, must keep momentum, and in order to go towards the 20 target. We are on the logarithmic chart still. Let's try to go back to the normal chart. Okay, because yeah, we can feel better here the importance. Okay, link is always the sleeping giant, so let's see where it goes. Turbo had an impressive bounce last week, as I was telling you. It was at a nice retracement level. The same happened with the say bouncing, and TIA still trying to resist. Hinge, nice bounce too this week. And here we have all the meme coins. So SHIB basically retested the demand zone. Okay, it can happen that retest even this level. This was like the original level, right? So let's suppose to want to retest the demands, we can make it like blue. Okay, even a retest of this level would be still good. DOGE with that with the problem of width is that there is a lot of traffic here, you can see, right? So why price is, you may say, why price is stopping here? Because everyone was trading here, and now that we had the price went down, right, and now reached this level, everyone wanna exit. So that's why this is a supply zone, okay, and people will try to sell everything, okay. Let's see, BONK is instead very bullish, very bullish. See, the RSI 50 never broken, always higher lows, so this is very interesting. FLOKI, it's basically a repetition of the previous. It will just go with the others. Brett was telling you previous week I was expecting this kind of movement. Mark basically following the pattern of all meme coins. POPCAT did too. Okay. I was hoping for a better retest, but we had this. Let's see what happens with POPCAT. BOME instead, it's like the did one. So let's see if it can recovers. ONDO reached the supply. Basically, currently rejecting. Home was telling like it was the most bullish chart, and did the week with the printed the previous week printed plus 27%, climbed at 30%. So hope you managed to get a slice of it. Currently retracing because still you have the bearish divergence. Okay. It's obvious that at some point the bearish divergence kicks in. Okay, and that's it. Feel free to write any in the comments. What do you think about this analysis? If you want something to be analyzed, I'll make sure that you'll see my point of view in the next video, or maybe directly in the comments. Okay, so thank you guys, and see you next week. Have a nice trading week. Cheers. Bye.